Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Dragamar. It's time for some more Elder Scrolls Online. We are going to be going on into Eastmarch and into quests in Eastmarch. Eastmarch is actually an area from the original Skyrim. Just found it by Eastmarch. Okay. It's about an hour.
Welcome to Windhell.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do quests then. Let's see. There was like a bridge. There was a quest at Amol. There's a new way shrine here. I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to do an actual quest instead of like more PvP. Oh, we got a champion point.
They should have been back by now. Captain Arhana said they meet us here after an evening of prayer.
Alright, I'm gonna go travel. Because I want to start like a lore quest. At least one lore quest. Because we've done enough.
Why do you hate us, Nord? Your own king declared us allies.
Listen, if you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Amol, but the inn is full. There's no more room. And the Jarl's Keep is off limits too, of course.
Keep his off limits too.
King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders are meeting here. Between the Nords, the Argonians, and the Dark Elf contingent, they filled up the inn. They even had to set up tents on the far side of town. That's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess. Commander Ian might have an idea, but you'd have to get it out of him. Whatever the king's business is, though, it must be urgent to call the various leaders of the pack together so...
Before I do that, I should sell.
Trading runs in my family.
Dark elves. I don't know why there's a dark elf in here, but hey. Why did they... Commander Yarn.
Where's that lazy skeever? I'm going to kill you. What do you want? Someone steal your gold pouch or something?
Steal your gold pouch? I wonder what's going on in town.
What's it matter to you? Have business with the king, do you?
Business with the king.
We stand in line with the rest of the peasants. Seems like every alley rat decided to show up and whine about something when they heard the king was coming. King shows up with his honor guard and all the pact officials, clearly up to something important. And you just expect me to tell you what that is? Did you always get milk when you whined for it as a baby? Be off! I need to find one of my guards. You're going to stick your nose into this no matter what I say, aren't you? Fine. Thod decided to have a drink with the prince's entourage last night. Haven't seen him since. Probably passed out somewhere.
Probably passed out
But I
somewhere.
can't be too careful right now. I just want this all to be over. Why not you?
Alright, gotta find the Sentry Thawed. Hello.
The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but Yegi here? He's absolutely epic. He's been drinking for 2 days straight now. 2 days.
2 days. 2 days. One of the 4 Amol guards was drinking.
You must mean that drunken idiot who tried to keep up with Yegi. He wasn't even in the same league. Whatever he was drinking was pretty foul, though. It smelled more like wet Kaguti than sweet mead. I think it might have been Argonian.
You know where he went.
He wandered toward the river, carrying a few bottles of that vile Argonian beverage. He's probably still down there. I'd wager he's either passed out or nursing about.
Oh yes, Naryu. Whatever you say, Naryu.
Yes, Naryu.
I don't want to. Want to sleep. A perfectly good dream. Oh yes, Naryu. Whatever you say, Naryu.
Maybe. I'm just gonna talk to the guy.
There is an urgent task for you.
Heal or chill out.
Oh, if you're still looking for Thod, I wouldn't worry about it. He and the commander headed for the barracks. Thod's getting an earful, I'm sure. I apologize if we wasted your time.
But I just left thought he was asleep by the river.
I'm sure it was one of the other guards. There are a lot of us, and we're known to relax with a bottle of mead or two when we're off duty. And never to excess. So really, Listen, I saw them both just a moment ago, and unlike the commander, I slept last night.
Commander, you slept last
Now, it's not that I don't believe you found a drunk Nord by the river. It wouldn't be the first time. It's just that it can't be Thod. Both the commander and Thod headed towards the barracks on the west side.
Heading towards the barracks. Seems fishy.
I told you that we need to be patient. You're always in such a hurry. It's starting to get on my nerves.
You're enjoying that body too much, I think. Why, I have a mind to... Can I help you with something? The Fort Amol guard barracks are off limits, so I hope you don't plan on trying to get inside.
Don't plan on trying to get inside. Talk to Commander Yarn about one of his guards.
The commander is occupied by other matters at the moment. As one of the officials helping coordinate efforts at Fort Amol, perhaps I could be of service?
I think I thought he was last seen with Commander Yarn.
Ah, yes. Thawed. Of course. He was just here. As a matter of fact, you just missed him. You weren't the one looking for him earlier by chance. Eon mentioned someone looking into guard business. Not many. Well, how about I help you instead? Eon has been on edge of late. Perhaps the king's presence makes him nervous. Or it's all these foreigners. Who knows? But he has been acting strange. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you. You seem eager to help, so I'm giving you something to do. If I toss around false accusations or involve the king's guards, it might seem like hide behind the rocks nearby and wait for Eon. You wouldn't want him to know you were following him now, would you?
This feels like a Khajiit thing. This definitely feels like a Khajiit thing. I hear an anchor.
Took you long enough, Commander.
I thought I was being followed. You have to be smart about all this.
Don't insult my intelligence. I know we only get one chance at this. Besides, word from the inside is that things are going well.
Good, good. I took care of things on my end. I stuffed all of the duplicates in Marla's house. As long as no one goes snooping around in there, we'll be fine.
As long as no one goes snooping around. God, this is so Khajiit-like. This is so Khajiit-like. I don't know. I thought this would be good to do while we're waiting for the thing. What are you doing? Yes, you are. Most definitely are. Okay, this is going to be there are some unconscious people. The empty bottles contain Dalin's potion. Getting him out of town, the elixir's been circulated. Chemical loot and a Daedric ruin is just amazing. Illusion magic potions, both in the same trove. Ancient Argonian custom using ancient Argonian wine. Eventually took part. Drink 8. By the 8, one of the Nords drank 8 bottles of it before stumbling off towards the river. Probably drowned himself. The elixirs are working, so we're seeing double. Need to get rid of any evidence. I'm dealing with these things at the barracks. Imagine what you could do. Commander, then I'll meet Marla, discuss any final details.
You just have to poke your nose into things that don't concern you, don't you? You can join the rest of the bodies in here. You're too late. You'll never stop, Phil.
Okay. Night. Interesting. So the Covenant is doing stuff here, eh?
I'm afraid you just missed Commander Eon. Again.
missed Commander
He was in a hurry. He always seems to run when everyone else around here just saunters.
Yarn is dead.
Have you been drinking with Thane Yegi and the soldiers?
The soldiers. No, Yarn's body is in Marla's house. Marla and some others.
What? All of this in Marla's house? You have to understand how strange this sounds. You're telling me that the commander I was just speaking to is actually dead? And there are others? Including 2 dead Marlas?
Filgur's spies have infiltrated.
After that story, I think I might be the one who needs a drink. Well, listen. Let's say I believe you. Let's say there are Stormfist agents impersonating people in Fort Amol.
Agents.
Even if all of this is true, we can't start a panic. The leaders of the pact are here, for kind's sake.
Leaders of the pact are here.
No, I didn't say that. I just don't want you running around crying murder, especially with the pact delegations here. Think of how fragile our alliance already is. He's the Jarl's advisor. He has his hand in everything that happens around here. You'll probably find Lord Velop in the inn. Like most Nords, he enjoys his mead. And I...
Alright. Well, this is a story quest. I haven't done it in a very, very long time.
So, was the hunt successful? Did you find out what nefariousness our good commander Eon is up to?
Nefariousness our good commander Eon is up to.
What? No, I never imagined. I think you better tell me what happened, friend. And start at the beginning.
Stormfist spies. They've replaced Yarn and killed people.
Lower your voice. This can't be. How could Fildgor's soldiers get into the fort without being noticed?
Without being noticed.
Did you tell anyone else about this? I'll need to have a word with Loanor. The implications for the Pact are horrifying. Dark elves and Nords have died. Finger-pointing will escalate into violence as soon as word gets out. Especially with Prince Ernskar's temper. Go to the Nord camp and speak with Thane Harvald. He's honorable and intelligent. I'm sure he'll want to keep this.
Okay. Myself.
Welcome to my wife's inn.
Alright. Talk to Thane Harvald.
The Nord don't need the help of the weakling Argonians and the cowardly Dark Elves. We can win this war on our own.
Your uncle Fildgor has allied himself with the Stormfist clan and the Orcs, my prince. We need all the help we can get. You need to apologize to the delegates.
Prince
and get them back
Ernskar
to
must
the king
emulate
with
the
what is
wolves
written
and
on
find
the
his...
Bible.
Shatter and fall for all I care. We need no one but
Prince in his hot
ourselves.
temper.
Prince and his
He
hunter.
decided to hold his own meeting while the king and the Pact ambassadors meet at the keep.
Conversation is over.
He managed to insult both the Dark Elves and the Argonians with his posturing and boastfulness.
So both the Dark Elves and the Argonians. Wordvo upset me to discuss an urgent matter with you.
Talk freely. Thane Oda is as trustworthy as I. But understand that I have enough trouble as it is, and I don't need any more bad news.
Don't need any more
I
bad
have my hands full trying to figure out how to calm the prince and get the Pact delegates back to the meeting.
Fildgor's spies. Oh well.
The prince and his hot... Talk freely, and that's not what I wanted to hear.
Now what do you want to do?
The prince will have to be told about this, of course. And the Argonian and Dark Elf delegates. They need to be able to protect themselves.
Themselves doesn't want the prince to know.
I can't keep secrets from my prince, no matter how hot-headed he may be.
How hot-headed you
I'll make him understand the seriousness of the situation.
seriousness of the situation.
But I doubt the Argonians and Dark Elves will listen. They were very angry when they marched back to
Angry
their
when they marched
camps.
back to their camps.
Perhaps, if you say that King Yoran sent you, they might not forgive the prince and return immediately,
Forgive
but they might listen to you. They need to know that we value the Pact and their companionship. Do what does he always do? He opened his mouth and let words fall out. He said many terrible things and drove them away. And all his father asked him to do was coordinate troop movements and battle.
What are you looking at?
Why hold a summit in such a frigid place?
summit.
You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real nobles. Don't send us on a damn camping trip. I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile. He believes that the Nords are superior to all. And he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia. Let's see how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help. Let me think. No, nothing comes to mind. The Dunmer are finished helping those who show no respect or gratitude. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying to stay warm. Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want... I have no... Let me think.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Really? He runs with quickness. Do you have anything?
I think I figured out why cats like us so much. It's because we are so beautiful and we smell good.
Learned of Prince Insker's meeting.
Excuse me, but who are you? And why is King Yoren requesting any help from us? The prince made it very clear that he thinks very little of my eggkin and I. Why we even bothered coming here is beyond me. The prince cares nothing for us. He refused to send any help to my kin in Darkwater Crossing. The trolls wander the town now, and only the Hiss knows what happened to my people. I offer the same thing to you as the prince offered to me. Nothing. King Yoren is a good man, strong and wise. I hear he hates cats. He gave shelter to my people when they fled from the Stormfists and their orc allies. But that doesn't change the current situation. And Prince Ernskar is still a Gwarlicker. It's too late to help Darkwater, but not to reclaim our honor. A deal then. If you remove the head of the large troll we call Death in Winter and bring it to...
Oh, Nehru Virian is here.
Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you. From Deshawn. Don't say a word. No one must know who or what I am.
Does not know who or what you are.
Shh, no one needs to know that.
No one needs to know that.
Veron gave me my first solo contract. It's a special one. The target's around here somewhere, but I haven't pinpointed where just yet, so I'm in disguise. Not my first choice. Geld is an idiot, and the prince is, well, he's a royal idiot. Bringing those two together might hurt more than help with any problems you have here.
More than help with any problems.
But since you asked so nicely, I can be rather convincing when I need to be, especially in this attire. The Jarl keeps some of his best wine locked away in the barracks. Snag a couple of bottles for me. Just be careful in there. The guards don't like visitors.
Well, I hate to hide such good looks. You're going to need a disguise, a guard uniform. I saw one of those idiots splashing around in the river not too long ago. If he's still there, you might be able to borrow his armor.
For a friend, anything. One of the guards hates cats. Earlier, I saw a cat run into the building. The guard chased it for an hour. Bring a cat with you. Might prove useful. I saw a bunch of them.
Alright, well, we're going to be doing this in the next episode because I don't want this to be too long. Yeah. I want to try to do, because some of these quests are long quests.